Hello everybody, this is Mike Gap, and today we will be reviewing the fintech company Koho, which is an online bank that is also a prepaid Visa card. So it's owned by the federally regulated People's Trust Company, so it is CDIC insured, but Koho itself isn't. However, since Koho's partnering bank People's Trust Company is, it ultimately is, since they're the one holding your money. So what's really cool with Koho is it has one of the latest and beautifulest user interfaces I've ever seen. It makes banking and finance management so much more easier with its intuitive user interface. By the way, this is not a sponsored video at all. This is just based on my humble experience and usage with their products and services. So with Koho, to get started, you need to download the app, create an account by putting in your personal information, and then you will receive your very own Koho card. It comes with a chip and PIN, and it's also a physical card. But they also include a digital card too. After that, you need to fund your account, and you can do this by e-transferring yourself at least $20 from another financial institution such as Tangerine or BMO. Or you can actually direct deposit your money, whether from your employment or another financial institution, into your account. And both e-transfers and direct deposits are free, along with no monthly fees, no hidden fees, no inactivity fees, and even no non-sufficient fund fees, which is pretty impressive because from my knowledge, every other bank has NSF fees and they're annoying, around $50. Now that you've funded the account, you can start using it. Now, what makes it so impressive is the fact that it tracks, organizes, and instantly notifies you when and where you spent your money and what you spent it on, such as was it groceries, was it gas, was it Amazon, or you can create your own categories for specific purchases. And for a lot of people, it actually helps them with not overspending and with their finance management. Meaning you and I are making more money by not spending it away. The reason why this happens because once you have enough expense data, like 3 to 6 months, you start to see, wow, I'm spending $900 a month on clothes, $492 a month on eating out, and then you'll know where you need to cut down on. So after you get a lot of data from your spending habits, you then start thinking more clearly on where you need to tackle to reduce your monthly expenses. Another plus note is that on Koho, you can only spend what is on that card. You can't go above and beyond like a credit card or even a debit card that has the bulk of your money, including overdraft. So with Koho, you're constantly notified on how much money you have left in your account, and thus you're forced to make decisions based on that amount, right? So if the app notifies that you have $290 left, then you know you can't just make a $1,000 Canada Goose jacket purchase. You're forced into thinking of alternatives. Now, when it comes to cash, we tend to spend less compared to plastic, in which we tend to spend more. But with Koho, since it constantly notifies you each time you spend and how much money you have left, it pressures its users to think twice before making another purchase. Thus, you're most likely going to save money when not doing these impulsive decisions when you have Koho constantly notifying, hey, you don't have enough money. Hey, you just spent this. Hey, this is what you spent on the last 15 days. Another great feature in terms of savings is their savings plan, where you can put in how much you want to save, when you want to receive that amount, and then it will do the math in terms of how much you will need to save every day. For example, let's say I want to save $100 by June 30th, 2021. I will contribute $0 right now, and every day from that day on, I will contribute $1.27 starting from April 12th, 2021. So Koho does all the math, all the money movement from your spending account into your protected savings account. Thus, it's fully automated and it hides your savings away. That way you can't mistakenly spend it. And another cool feature is their roundups. Basically, let's say you spend $5.65, Koho will round it up to $6 and then it will transfer the difference into your savings, which is 35 cents. Now this may be small, but over the course of the year, this can be a savings value of anywhere between $200 to $2,000 or more depending on your spending habits. Koho also gives 0.5% cash back on all purchases, which is pretty much unheard of in terms of banking debit accounts giving you cash back. It is not the highest cash back, but it's still great, especially for people that have no credit and or cannot get a credit card. They also have a premium plan, which is $9 a month or $84 if you go annually, and you'll save $24 when going annually. And they also offer a 30-day free trial in which you can cancel anytime. This premium plan gives you 2% instead of 0.5% on groceries, dining out, coffee shops, restaurants, and transportation, which includes public transportation, taxis, gas, parking, tolls, and then 0.5% on everything else. It also provides a no foreign transaction fees instead of their 1.5% on their regular plan. And even on their regular plan, it's lower than most foreign transaction fees, which are usually at 2.4%. Through their premium tier, you get access to a certified financial coach, which you can access through their online chat, and you can then ask them about investing, debt, savings, and budgeting, and possibly anything else relating to finance. And one of their latest features on the premium plan is a price matching savings tool that if you send past receipts that were purchased with Koho, they will search the net to see if you could have gotten a better deal. And if so, they will credit you the difference. It is compatible with a lot of different stores, not all, and it cannot price match food items since they can change every day. With the premium plan, you get access to a max limit of $400 withdrawal limit and up to a maximum of $800 a day with a maximum balance limit of $40,000 compared to the regular plan, which is at $200 withdrawal limit and up to a maximum of $600 a day with a maximum balance limit of $20,000. Now, I personally wouldn't put more than $1,000 in a Koho account, maybe $5,000 tops, but I think $1,000 for each month is a good amount. The reason why is because if you need that money and you need it in cash, it seems like Koho is one of the more difficult financial institutions to withdraw money quickly out of the account due to their low withdrawal limits and lack of branches. So I wouldn't put your life savings in there, just a portion. Koho also comes with a lot of bonus perks and promotions regardless of their plan tier. Like you can get extra cash back or get a discount on selected stores or purchase categories. One of their latest features is their credit building trade line. This is where you spend $7 a month, and what Koho does is send reports to the credit bureaus letting them know that you can borrow money properly. Apparently after 6 months, you should see the reporting and hopefully see your credit score go up. Now, I'm not sure how this works exactly. I'm not a huge fan of trade lines, especially paid ones like these. This is like one of the very first ones I heard of in Canada in terms of personal credit. In my perspective, you're better off getting a secured credit card or any other real credit card and just use that if you want to build your credit. Now, I understand if your credit is bad, it might be impossible to get a secured or unsecured credit card. So I would assume this service may work for you. But ultimately, you should go repair your credit and do it the proper way versus then spending $7 a month. And if you don't get rid of derogatory remarks, the amount this trade line is going to boost your credit is going to be very minimal. So if you owe collections, this isn't going to help much. So I don't think it's worth it. Oh yeah, they currently offer a 1.2% high interest savings, which is pretty good. Not the highest, but definitely better than most banks. However, Canadian Tire Bank and EQ Bank offer higher rates. Remember, these rates can change, so always do your own research. So positives, it's free. There's phone support, compatible with Apple, Google, and Samsung Pay. Touch ID on both Android and iPhone. No fees, has a great finance tracking software, has a great saving software, has most of the benefits of a credit card and a debit card. It's beautiful and it's easy to use its user interface. And they also offer a cool metal card, but it costs $159. Though people will think you're super wealthy even if you're not. The downsides are there are ATM fees, so I wouldn't even bother withdrawing cash out of a Koho account from an ATM and just strictly use the card to make payments. No mobile check deposits, no form of investing or stock brokerages currently. Possibly in the future they may integrate such a service. No wire transfers, no bank drafts, and no in-branch support. However, I'm pretty sure with all the negatives I just mentioned, they were pretty obvious. In general, I would rate Koho a 9 out of 10 for their product and services. I think the only improvements would be faster customer support. It takes a bit of time to get in contact with them, around 24 hours. And oh yeah, you can't really use Koho by itself. They even recommend that you don't. So you still would need to bank at another financial institution. So if you need branches and want to pay very little fees to no fees, I recommend any local credit union within your district. And if you don't care too much about branches, then Tangerine Bank or Simply Financial are a good choice and totally free. Now, Mike, do you use their services? In all genuineness, I don't, and doesn't mean that you shouldn't. The reason why I don't use it is because my credit cards give better cashback rates. I actually like using softwares like YNAB and Google Sheets to organize my spending habits. And it's so much easier to retrieve your funds when stolen from a real credit card than compared to a debit card, a prepaid Visa card, or cash. Now, I'm not saying that Koho is not safe or won't refund you in case of a fraud, but in my perspective, real credit cards give back your money within 48 hours, whereas banks, prepaid Visa cards, and police reports regarding about stolen cash take forever or never if it's cash or wire transfer related. But it's still a great service to use. Oh yeah, if you want to stop recurring bills on some lame service you purchased and you can't remove your credit card on file because you need to slay a dragon and then fly to the moon and then call their customer support line just so you can get it removed, then I recommend this tiny little trick. So Koho offers a virtual card which you can freeze and unfreeze. So go to the website and or service that you have recurring purchases and click on the credit card you want to replace. Most recurring purchases don't allow users to remove the card on file, but they do allow the person to update or replace the card on file. So by replacing your credit card that's currently on file with this virtual card by Koho that will then be frozen will prevent the service from billing your card. Thus, you cancel the subscription without needing to slay a dragon, go to the moon, or call customer support. Now, I only recommend doing this with non-government, non-bank, non-insurance, and non-credit bureau agencies. So like Netflix, though I think Netflix allows you to remove your credit card, or some other random websites. I also recommend that you only have like $5 in the account. That way, if you mess up the card during the replacing of your previous credit card, Koho won't charge you or you won't get charged by the merchant. So you could say, I just use Koho to stop annoying purchases, and I'll casually check their deals and discounts to see if there's something worthwhile to save or purchase. So if you want to try Koho out yourself, then I recommend doing so. It's totally free, therefore there's no risk, and I highly recommend using my bonus code in the app, which will give you more cash back. The coupon code is MikeGap10. Now let me know if you enjoy using Koho services, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. Have a great one, everyone. This is Mike Gap signing out.